Look, I'm very excited to start up. I got a call off Steve maybe a couple of weeks ago, and he brought the idea up of making a move down to Sydney. And as soon as I heard it, I was. It didn't take long to convince me. I was very interested straight away. So it happened. It happened fairly quickly, which is pretty normal in football. So yeah, I'm very excited to get started. Hopefully, a lot of energy up and down the left hand side of the pitch. I like getting forward. I like putting crosses in. So if I can do that, I think they'll be happy. With a team like Sydney, you're always going to have competition in every single position. You don't want to be sitting there, get complacent in one position. So I think if there's competition, everyone works harder. The whole team works harder. So yeah, I'm looking to get as much game time as possible, obviously, and within those games to win as many as possible. Obviously, I'd like to get my sort of assists rate up and maybe score a couple more goals. I've only got the one at the moment, so the more goals the better, and the more assists the better, I guess. My mother is Japanese, my father is Irish, so the sort of Japanese high school connection came through my mother. I think we were sort of umming and ahhing what to do, whether we go overseas to a football club or try something completely different, because I was getting a bit bored in Australia, if that makes sense. So we found a school in Tokyo which accepted international students. It was more of they had a very strong football program. So I spent 3 years there, and it was probably 3 of the best years of my life. I think I was living in a dormitory with 10 or so other boys. We sort of had the place to ourselves. It was right on the football pitch. So we were out training pretty much every day for a couple of hours. Yeah, so that was very exciting. From there, I moved back to Australia, went to Brisbane Roar, and obviously from there, Newcastle, now Sydney. I know a couple of the young boys like Harry van der Sag. Obviously, I've been in a couple of camps with Joel. I think, but look, from the outside looking in, it looks like a tight knit squad and pretty welcoming. So I don't feel any nervousness about it. I think the main one is sort of their standards are set very high in terms of professionalism, where like they want to get the best players in all the time, where you've got 4 or 5 of the best players in the league in the one squad. So I think when you look from the outside, you see that, and you get a bit jealous. You want to be a part of something like that. You can see that the club are always looking to be at the top of the league. So yeah, I think that's the main thing. They're always striving to stay up the top, and they've done that for the past 5 or 6 years. So it's a massive opportunity for myself, playing in such a strong team. As I said earlier, we've got 4 or 5 of the best players in the league in the one team. So when you get to train with those players every day, get to play with those players, I think you as a player yourself improve. So that's a huge step up for me. And obviously there's massive competition for that spot on the left, and that obviously drives you to work harder every day, because you can't take a backward step.